Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the next update for my project Apocalypse. In this project I'm both trying to use up quite a few lip products that I have in my collection. I wanted to use up 21 at the beginning of the year. I doubt I will do that, but my overall goal this year will be to get 22 lip products out of my collection, and that could be both from decluttering and using up. So even if I don't hit my goal on all of these items, I will hopefully still hit that goal with having 22 less lip products at the end of the year. And on top of trying to use up all of those products, I'm also rating all of my other lip products throughout the year. So I'm randomizing, or I'm picking out a certain amount of lip products each month and I'm giving them a rating. Up to now it's been 10, but I'm actually thinking about upping that to 15, so I will make sure that I can get through all of them before the end of the year. But I will get to that at the later part of the video, and I will start with the Project Pan. But before that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's just jump into the video. So if you're new to this project, I kind of organized, because since again I have so many lip products I'm trying to use up, I organized it by having 5 focus lip products each month. And the first one I'm going to talk about is one that have been a focus lipstick since the beginning, and that is my lipstick in Mirror Mirror from Colourpop. This one of their matte Nyx lipsticks. I do have this much left of this product, so quite a bit to go. And I was probably stupid to roll it up because it doesn't roll down by itself. I need to kind of smush it back in, and I'm scared of breaking it, although it wouldn't really matter that much because I have decided to declutter this. I didn't use it at all in the past month because I just don't, I think I could use this up eventually, but I just don't love the color. And I just felt like I have so many other products that I need to finish that, or not need to, but I'm trying to finish, that I'm not going to focus on something that I don't love, so I am going to declutter this one. I got some really good use out of this one, and I'm happy with the progress I got, and I'm now kind of feel good enough to let this one go. So that is the first lip product, and like I said, this will be leaving the project and going to my decluttered pile. And because of that, I'm going to have to roll in another focus lipstick, which I will show you later on. But for now, this one is out of this project. And again, to show you the progress, this is where it was when I started, and that is where I'm now. So I did use probably about a third of the lipstick in total, so I don't even know if I would have been able to finish it this year, to be honest. I would have if I stepped up my usage game, but I just wasn't committed enough for that. So I'm happy to have it decluttered, and I feel good about that decision. But that is Mirror Mirror. The next one I have is my YSL lipstick in the shade number 13, I believe it is. This is one of the Rouge Pure Couture lipstick, and this one is a really bright orangey red. You can see it right there. This one's perfect for summer, although it's not that very easy to reach for because it's such a bright lipstick. And I am also very focused on panning my eyeshadows this year, so it's hard to balance eyeshadows and this bright lipstick or other bright lipsticks in this project, but I have been able to do so somewhat. This one I used 13 times in the past month, which is pretty good. I used it 17 times the month before that, and I think I now had this as a focus lipstick for 4 months, and the first month I used it 13 times as well. So I feel like I'm about around that like 15 uses mark per month, which is pretty good. There was 1 month though when I had this as a focus where I didn't use it at all, which wasn't great, but otherwise when I have been reaching for it, I have been reaching for it at least, like, you know, around that 15 uses mark, which I think I'm happy with, especially for such a bright shade. It is moving as well on the paper. It didn't move as much as last month, which makes sense because I used it less, but I was expecting a little bit more progress, so it was a little bit disheartening when I marked it today, but at least it is moving, and hopefully I will be able to have this out before we hit winter. I think I should be able to if I just focus in on it. I'm gonna try to really work on this one next month, and now when I have that Mirror Mirror shade out, this is gonna be like the brighter option of my focus lipsticks. So hopefully I can get maybe even 20 uses in this next month and have some really good progress on it, because my goal with this will be to realistically get this out in the next, I would like to get it out in 3 months, but it might take longer than that, but that is going to be my goal with this lipstick. And you can see the YSL lipstick right here at the end, so it has moved a little bit, and you can see that I have some movement on it in general. I would say that I'm just over a third of the lipstick through, which is really exciting again, and I'm just going to have to keep going at it and use it a bit more than I have been in order to get that progress. The next 3 focus lip products I have really good progress on. The first one is Angel from MAC. I did use this one 24 times in the past month, and this is what it looks like now. It has definitely gone down since my last update, and I'm going to go ahead and show you my progress lines in a second. I'm just going to go through the remaining 3 because again I have pretty good progress on all of them, so I might as well talk about all of them before I show you the paper. Then the next one is Costa Chic, which I have used 22 times. Unfortunately, this is a more pigmented formula, and this can look quite overwhelming when you use it too pigmented because it is a frost finish. I mean, to be fair, Angels is also a frost finish, but it's just a different formula than this one. It's such a bright color as well that it just looks very like in your face if you use it too opaquely. So I don't have as much progress on my piece of paper with this one, but I did have a lot of usage on it and I'm happy with that. And again, I used this 22 times. Then the last focus lip product that I rolled in last month, and that is my Wild Watermelon lip butter from Revlon. This is how much I have left of it, so it doesn't look like very much already, and I did use this one 26 times in the past month, so it's my most used focus lip product. I think it's my most used lip product in general this month, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to continue using this one because I do get really good movement on my Revlon lip butters when I use them regularly, and again hopefully I will have this one out in the next like 3 months or so. That would be amazing. But that is the last of my focus lip products. So to start, we have Angel right there. You can see the movement on this is really good. I'm very happy with that. This is probably going to be my main focus to try to use up. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use it up in the next month, but maybe the next 2. I'm really hoping in next month, but again it's going to be quite hard because I have a relatively big amount still left in here. But yeah, I am going to focus on this one and at least have it out in the next 2 months. Then next up we have Costa Chic, which is this product right here, and as you can see it didn't move as much, not nearly as much as Angel, and I'm considering I maybe mismarked this last month because I feel like I used it more this month than the previous month and I have less progress. Maybe it's just because I've been using it more sheerly, but this one is definitely a slow mover and I'm not sure I'll be able to finish this one this year because this is not a product that I want to reach for in winter or autumn. So once summer is over, I think I might roll this out and I might even declutter it, to be honest, because I haven't been loving it. We'll see where I am with this next month, because at next month it will be end of August, so I think at that point I will make a decision on it. But at least I have some movement on it, which is good. And then lastly we have Wild Watermelon right here. Again, some movement. I have a long way to go, but there is movement at least, and I'm excited to see that. So let's move on to the other lip products that I have in this project. These are not focus lip products, but I'm still trying to use them up, so I do use them here and there. First up we have my Clarins Instant Light Lip Perfector in the shade 02. This one, is it 02? Yeah. This one I used once only in the past month, so I wasn't able to make a new line, but you can see that I have a lot of progress on this in general. I do believe some of this progress is from previous projects, but I think this up here is where I was when I introduced it, so I still have some pretty good progress. I'm about halfway through, considering when I put it into this project, so I need to continue using this one and definitely think this will be done this year, but it will take probably the whole year, I would assume, but I am determined to finish this one before the end of December. So that has been my main focus when it comes to lip glosses before, but this past month I have actually reached for my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Apple Strudel quite a bit. I reached for this 21 times, which is amazing because previously I have 3 uses on it in total all year. And excitingly, I don't know if you were able to pick it up, you definitely can, I have some really good windowing showing this product, and I thought before there was no way I was going to be able to finish this lip gloss, but I am hopeful now that I can at least get close to finishing it, if not finishing it. I used to have to balance those 2 lip glosses, but I feel like this one is better to reach for in summer when I have a bit more of a tan, and that's why I've been reaching for this one. So I'm going to continue reaching for this one next month, and I think I'm going to pick up my usage game again on the Clarins lip gloss when we get into more of the colder months, because that is more of a hydrating gloss. And it's not my favorite color. I use it mainly to hydrate my lips, whereas this one I don't mind the color when I'm out and about, so I'm going to focus on this one again in the next month. So next up we have a bit of a casualty. This is my MAC lipstick in the shade Sea Sheer. This is one of their luster finishes, and this past month this lipstick broke, so it looks really messy. Now you can see right there it broke. I've been using it a little bit anyway, but it's just been really hard to reach for. I did use it for 19 times though, and I really love this shade, especially now in summer, because it's more of a warm toned it still looks a bit kind of nude if I wear it with warm toned like eyeshadows and stuff. I really love this lipstick and I'm really sad it broke. I'm sad it's this one because it was probably one of my favorites that I still had left in this project. I am considering what to do with this one. I think I'm gonna add this in as my next focus lipstick because I do want to finish it now when it's broken. But I have been thinking that maybe I will dig out what's left at the base and then chuck down like this remaining bullet into, so it kind of gets more base again. And then the product that I pull out, I will use like a cream blush or just to reapply at home. And I think that's how I'm going to go about it. That means I'm going to probably get a lot of progress on this next month because I'm going to obviously dig it out and stuff. But I'm hoping to maybe finish this even next month. Yeah, at least I'm hoping I can do so because it's so messy now and I just want to get it out. And then that also means that I could be another empty. So I'm going to divide my attention probably between this one and Angel, and those are going to be my main focuses. But this one is going to move into my focus lip products for now. But let me go ahead and show you my progress line on this because again I did use it 19 times before it broke, so I do have some pretty good progress on this lipstick. And you can see a sheer right here. I do have again some pretty good progress. I'm really happy with that. And again, this is going to be my main focus to finish in the next month, mainly just because it broke and I just want to get it out before it gets too messy. So that is MAC C Sheer. So the last product I actually reached for in the past month is MAC Plumful. I reached for this one twice. Again, this is very low, but this is more of an autumnal shade, so I'm going to focus on this in the autumn. But I did use it twice with more cool toned looks and I really enjoy this, but I don't have any mark on this one, so yeah, 2 uses on this. And then the remaining products I did not reach for at all. I'm not going to show you all of them, but it was MAC Rebel Colourpop Lipstick in Sauce, Colourpop Lipstick in She Bad, Revlon Candy Apple, which is another one of the lip butters. We have my Sephora Cream Lip Stain, which is my liquid lipstick in this project. And then my 2 lip liners, which is MAC Soar and NYX Prune. Did not reach for any of those this past month, so I'm just going to move on to showing you my products that I rated this past month. So like I said, each month I pulled out some lipsticks to rate, and these are the ones I rated last month. I actually do think I have 11 because there was one lipstick that rolled over from the previous month. But I'm just going to go through all of these and tell you what I rated them, and I'm going to go ahead and pick out some new products to rate in the upcoming month. So we have 2 NYX Lip Laundries, actually the only 2 I own that I rated this past month. We have the shade Teddy as well as the shade Embellished, I think. Yes, no, Embellishment, sorry. So both of these are rated. Teddy is a bit deeper and more brown, and then Embellishment is a bit more kind of lighter, very like grey tony mauve. It's a really interesting shade, but it's actually surprisingly flattering. And I did rate both of these a 4. They're not perfect lip products, but I do really like them. And one way that I found to use Teddy a lot in the past month is actually mixing it with Angel, because Angel is a very light nude and this one is it's a deeper brown. So mixing those together, both toned down the pinky tone of Angel, made it a bit more nude, and also made it a bit deeper. So I really enjoyed doing that. So I actually reached for this quite a few times in the past month. And then Embellishment I just reached for once or twice just to rate it, and I do like that one too, especially the tone. But I think both of these are more autumnal and winter shades. So the next product I have is my lipsticks in the shade Goldie, which is another one of Colourpop's Matte X Formula. I'm actually wearing this one today. This is the lip product that I'm wearing in this video, and I really love this. This was the only one I had left to rate, so I thought I would chuck it on with this look, and I just love how this turned out. It works really well with the eyeshadow as well, and I think this is like a really nice, that kind of deeper, more like old Hollywood kind of red, and I love it so much. I gave this a 5. It was very smooth to apply, not patchy at all. And I love the Colourpop Matte X Formula in general. You can already see that I've used quite a lot of this lipstick, to be honest. I really love this, and it's a very flattering red, and I definitely would make a note to reach for this in autumn because I think this is a stunning shade, and it's really nice to apply as well. And the formula again is very long lasting, and it doesn't really transfer too much. Like you can see, like it sets down almost like a lipstick, but it doesn't feel as drying, and it's very, you know, if you just apply a thin layer, it's very like not there on the lips. Obviously they can feel a bit drier, but not necessarily because it's a drying liquid lipstick, but just because you don't have anything, you know, any slick to your lips, because it is something that's matte on your lips. But in general, this is an amazing lipstick, and obviously I rated this one a 5. I have 2 more that I rated a 5. The next one is my MAC Lady Danger lipstick. I love this one. This is my favorite kind of orange toned red. I love this. I have reached for it quite a bit. This is just organic juice, and you can see that's already getting quite low. This is my favorite red to wear in summer. Yeah, I love this so much. I would have reached for it more, but I'm panning that YSL lipstick, which is also orange tone red, but that one is more shiny and that is a bit more orange tone than this one. But yeah, I just felt like I couldn't reach for this as much as I wanted to because that would interfere with my usage of that one. I did sometimes put this on in the morning, and then I brought my YSL lipstick to reapply throughout the day just to kind of get my panning usage out of that one, but still get the joy of wearing this lipstick because I do love it so much, and it again is a 5. Then we have my Clinique lipstick in Melon Pop. This one is a beautiful color. It's like a peachy nude. It's really stunning, and it works really well for me, especially now in summer. I was happily surprised with this because I thought that this would maybe be like a 4, maybe, you know, yeah, definitely not higher than a 4. I think it wouldn't be like, you know, a perfect lipstick, but when I put this on, it's stunning. It's sheer, but it's also not like super, like too glossy, too like slippery. It still stays put, and you can build it up a bit, and it gives enough color, but it just looks so natural and so beautiful, and I really love this lipstick. So again, I gave this one a 5. So I have 2 glosses, and I rated them very differently, and the first one is my Fenty lip gloss in the shade Hot Chocolate Fantasy. This is like a mini that I got in a set. This is actually my first experience with Fenty, not just this one but that set, and I really love some of the glosses, but this one isn't my favorite. It's just the color isn't really like that nice. I mean, it's a brownie tone nude, so I thought I would like it, but it's just a bit too brown, and it just doesn't meld in with lips. It's a bit too sheer, and like it's too sheer for the color, I guess. So I didn't love this, and therefore I rated this a 3. I love the formula, but the color just wasn't there, so yeah, not my favorite. And I think I would potentially plan this in the future, but for now I will keep it, obviously, because it's still not awful, but definitely not one that I would repurchase, or even, you know, yeah, if I knew what it looked like, I probably wouldn't even bought that set. Actually, yeah, I would, because it was like 3 minutes and 1 full size. But in general, this was a bit of a dud. I probably would have given this away before I tried it if I knew the color, but for now I'm going to keep it because I like the formula, and it's a really nice gloss. Apart from the color, I think I can use this more to like top other things. I think I would enjoy it more in that manner. Then next up we have my Maybelline lifted gloss in the shade Silk. This one I love. Again, I love the formula, and the color is much nicer, and therefore I gave it a 5. I love this. I love the scent. I love how it feels on the lips, and again, I love the color, so I have to give this one a 5. So we have one more 5, and that is my lip liner that I pulled in this past month, and that is my Nyx lip liner. This is the Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Lip Liner, color lip liner. Longest name of all time, but this one is in nude suede shoes. This is a beautiful nude. I love this. It's not too deep. And yeah, I have nothing bad to say about it. I really enjoy this, and therefore I gave it a 5, like I said. Then the remaining 3 lipsticks I will give a 4 because they're really pretty. They're not like my absolute favorite. Like, I wouldn't like, you know, go and repurchase them instantly, but I do enjoy them, and I definitely, like, you know, would reach for them now when I have them in my collection. And the first one is my Rouge Coco Shine from Chanel in Boy. It's a beautiful, like, it is a really stunning nude, just a little bit too cool toned. And that's why I gave it a 4 rather than a 5. We have another Chanel lipstick, and this one is the Rouge Allure Velvet in La Raffiniere, how you say it. This one I have used quite a bit already, as you can see, and this one I wore this in a video, and someone said that this was like my perfect shade of lipstick, and it is really stunning, but it's just a bit too deep for my preference, and again, it's not absolutely perfect, and that's why I gave it a 4. I still really enjoy it, but not my absolute favorite. I would still tweak it a little bit if I could, you know, and that's why it's a 4 rather than a 5 again. And then lastly we have my Burberry lipstick in the shade Tea Rose. Again, a beautiful shade, just slightly off to be a perfect lip product, and again, that's why it's a 4 instead of a 5. So before I wrap up this video, I am going to go ahead and pick out my new lipsticks to rate, and again, I'm going to up this to 15 and see how it goes, because I still have a lot of progress to go, and I feel like when I calculated, I did a rough estimate, and I would have to use more than 10 to, you know, get through all of them in the remaining couple of months. I was thinking to maybe do 10 until like the last 3 months of the year, when I would hopefully have less things to pan, and then go on to 15, but I just feel like I have to do it earlier in the year in order to get through all of these, and I would rather do it now than having to do 20, 30 towards the end of the year, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to go ahead and pick 15 and we're going to see how it goes in the next month. If it's too many, I might pull it back for the next month, but that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the first product and I'm just going to go randomly. And the first one is, okay, it's one of my Pat McGrath lipsticks in the shade Pink Ultra Realness. No, it's Pink Ultraness. I think that's what it's called. And this looks like this, a really bright color. I got this from Martina, my friend. She decluttered these and I had one more of these in my collection and I need to play around with them more. I love the formula, but yeah, I need to play around with this more to see what I think of the color. But that is the first lip product. I'm actually going to do 2 at a time because that's usually what I do. I just forgot. And yeah, we're gonna see what I get. So we got one liquid lipstick from Kat Von D in the shade LUV, which is this kind of bright purple color right there. And then we also got, okay, this is a really good summer shade. This is my Soap and Glory Sexy Muddy Pucker lipstick, or like, what's it called? Glossy, it's rubbed off so I can't see, but it's something gloss stick in the shade Futuristic. Again, it looks a bit more orange in the tube, but it just is really stunning on the lips. I love this one and I'm excited to reach for this because I haven't reached for it in a while, and it is a perfect summer shade again, like I said. I'm gonna pick 2 more. We have another liquid lipstick from Sephora this time. This one is in the shade 22, which is like a light peach shade. And then, okay, this is not a very summery shade, but that's okay. We have my Smashbox Be Legendary lipstick in the shade Fig, which is a bit of a deeper shade, but at least it's more of a nude, so hopefully that will be somewhat easy to reach for. And yeah, that is the next 2. So those are 5 and we have 10 more to go. Let me pick these 2 next ones. We got my YSL glossy stain in shade number 9, which looks like to be a red. I think this is the only glossy stain that I have left now in my collection. So I'm excited to see how this one works because I have decluttered the rest. And the other one is my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Athens, which is this shade right here. It's a nude as well, as you can see on the inside. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm going to go and dig a bit deeper this time because I've been picking a bit more from the top, which seems to be a lot of liquid lipsticks. So I'm going to go a bit deeper this time. And we got another YSL lipstick. This is one of the Rouge Volupté Shines in the shade number 15, which again is a really nice summer shade. So I'm excited to roll this one in now. It's more of a kind of peachy nude. Then we got my MAC lipstick in Chili, which is kind of orangey shade, a bit deeper, but I'm excited to reach for this one. I think it might be similar to what I'm wearing now, but at least a little bit less red. But those are the next 2 and that should be 9. So that means we have 6 more to go. Again, I'm going to go and dig a bit in my bag. And we're going to get 2 more. We got one of my Chanel lipsticks in the shade La Diva. Again, not a very... Oh, actually, no, I mixed this one up. I thought this was going to be the really deep one, but this is a brighter shade. I can work with that. Yeah, so that's the next one. And then I got another one of my lipsticks from MAC in the shade Flat Out Fabulous, which is a somewhat similar color. You can see it right there. It's a bit more purple rather than pink, but those are the next 2. Okay, let me go ahead and pick 2 more. We're gonna get these 2 right here. Yay, I got another gloss from Fenty. I'm excited to reach for this one now because I wasn't too happy with the last one. This one is the shade Fenty Glow Fantasy, which is this shade over here, a bit more peachy shade, again perfect for summer. And then we got one of my lipsticks from Colourpop again in the shade Cami. And you can see Cami looks like this. It's like a mauve toned nude, I guess. So that is the next one. So we have 2 more to go to pick, and then we have my 15. So again, I'm just gonna go in and pick 2. So we got my Estee Lauder lipstick in the shade Power Grab. It's again a very pinky toned. You know what? I haven't even reached this lipstick. I think I might even use declutter this one because I have so many of these shades. I just realized I put a lot of this month. And I haven't even touched this, so I might give it away before I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and repick something and just decided to declutter this right now. But the next shade I got is one of my MAC lipsticks again in the shade Pink Pearl Pop, which is this shade right here. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick a last lipstick to replace the Estee Lauder one and yeah, see what I get. So we're just gonna pick one last one. I'm gonna go all the way down at the bottom this time, and we got one of my Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, and this one is in the shade Supermodel, which looks like this, and that is going to be the last lipstick. And I am actually going to do, because I've done this in the past, I'm going to insert a picture of all of the lipsticks swatched instead of going through them all, because I have so many now. I think it's going to be easier to just insert a picture of what they look like. So that's what I'm gonna be rolling now. You can see what all the swatches looks like and all the names and everything. So that is gonna be the lip products, and I'll need to rate all of these in the next month as well. I'll continue panning the ones that I have, and that is gonna be it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and otherwise I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.